All right, welcome back, everybody, to an all-new episode of GVN Review. We will be breaking down the trailer, the new trailer, or the first trailer, really, the Transformers: Rise of the Beast. This is very near and dear to me and Joel's heart because, well, I am more so of an OG Transformers fan in its entirety. Everything Transformers I love. I watched some of the newer cartoons, even some of these stupider newer ones. I've watched them all. But Beast Wars will forever hold my heart because that shit was some of the dopest shit ever.
It was.
Ever. I would trade in a fucking fire truck for a gorilla every day of the week and twice on Sundays. Are you fucking serious? Megatron was a T-Rex. Now, the only thing that's ever been cooler is Megatron being a tank and then just being a gun. That was fucking dope. Like, I'll never forget Megatron just being a gun. But anyway, we're here to break down the trailer for Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Let me introduce my panel before we jump right into it. Trayvon, what's going on, Trayvon?
I'm happy to be here. I mean, I also like Transformers. Just left me out of that, but it's fine.
I didn't, because you never talk about Transformers with us. You always go straight to Power Rangers. So I'm like, okay,
I also really love Transformers. So
you were big on the cartoons too? You watch Beast Wars?
Yeah, I've seen the cartoons.
Okay, you got to tell us things like
this. A long time
Trayvon.
ago, but yeah.
But yeah, of course. It was forever ago. I don't even know where you can watch them now.
Yeah.
Beast Wars. Yeah, thank God for the Netflix series giving us Beast Wars to it.
That was dope.
Yeah, that was really awesome. Cool. So I will say this for anyone that's hearing this and is like, oh man, I want to see Beast Wars. Watch the Transformers. I think it was War for Cybertron, right, Joel? Watch that on Netflix. Seasons? Yeah, it's 3 different seasons. The final season is the Beast Wars.
The Beast Wars, yeah.
So if you want to get a little taste of what Beast Wars is, not what this movie is going to be, because I think they're 2 separect things. But if you just want to know what the Beast Wars legacy is, you can watch Rise of Cybertron or War for Cybertron, one of those 2.
War for Cybertron. I think it's War for Cybertron.
War for Cybertron. But just go to Netflix and type in Transformers. You'll find it. But no, so I'm glad. I mean, shit, after this trailer, I might too. But Trayvon, it's good to hear that you are a full-on Hasbro boy. Like the whole enchilada for Hasbro. I don't know if that goes to G.I. Joe for you, but if it does, you make up the whole Hasbro boys. I know
they got My Little Pony as well, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is not where I expected you to go. He said they got My Little Pony too.
They do.
You're brony?
That's not where I expected you to go.
Before.
I mean, I have too, but I didn't know you were a full-on My Little Pony fan. I didn't know that.
All Hasbro stuff. Just thought about it. I was like, yeah.
Damn. Hey, that's loyalty. That's
loyalty
at its finest. Joel, do you also want to admit that you love My Little Ponies? You a Hasbro boy?
I'm My Little Pony fiend.
Hey, you know what? To be fair, really quickly, we're not going to get too off topic. I don't want to leave Trayvon out there by himself. A cartoon I don't tell people that I love that I fucking loved. I did love me some Strawberry Shortcake. I ain't even gonna fucking hold it. That shit was
Care Bears. That's probably the closest I get.
Yes. Oh my God, Care Bears there.
Care Bears I like.
Care Bears there. They were fucking.
Care Bears was just a better version of the fucking Teletubbies.
Well,
show.
Nothing like Teletubbies.
Care Bears had powers. Okay?
That's why they were better. Fucking TVs in their stomachs. You little stupid fucking things. Anyway, Joel, so you are a Hasbro boy, right? The Trinity, Power Rangers, Transformers, G.I. Joe?
I didn't like G.I. Joe growing up.
Racist.
I like Transformers. I like Power Rangers.
In the world.
That didn't even make any sense, right?
I was like, what?
You fucking racist. All right, no, but you did like Transformers though. But Beast Wars was more your calling card than the original.
Yeah.
Right?
I liked the classic OG Transformers, but I didn't love it as much as I loved Beast Wars. But that's because I'm more of an affinity for animals than I do vehicles.
In cars, right?
So I'm like a big animal fan, and the fucking animals like turn into robots. I love robots to begin with. So I was like, oh, cool, like that's super dope. And I became a big Beast Wars fan. I had so many Beast Wars toys. It's ridiculous. I can't even find them now.
It's just like
I ain't even gonna lie to you. That was Beast Wars was the only time in my life I ever wanted to go to a zoo. And you can ask my mom this. When I was watching Beast Wars, I asked to go to the zoo. And when I didn't see gorillas and fucking other animals transform, never went back. Never went back to a zoo at all at any point in my life.
Into what did you think they would transform?
Joe, I was a child when Beast Wars
Okay.
came out. Like,
this is why
I thought these mother and,
He did
and then
not
I
sit
started
down
thinking,
and talk to you. Like,
and then I started thinking, like, shit, does there need to be danger? Like, do I got almost get hit by a car for this motherfucker to spring into action? She was like, no, they don't do that. That's just a show. Oh, well, fuck it. Get me out of here. The fuck? Like, I just stare
my
at
car
this
doesn't
gorilla.
turn to a robot. My pet dog does not either. So like not
Then
real.
I'm just hearing you have waste of space then. If none of these fucking things transform, why do you have them?
What are we doing?
Like, what are we doing here? But what were you going to say, Trayvon?
I was just saying, I mean, once we get past this or whatever, as I watch Transformers, I see them do like Pacific Rim, stuff like that. I just think about Voltron.
Yeah, well, we know Voltron's coming.
Also very
Somebody
different.
do it
Oh,
now.
shit. Sorry. No, someone is working on a Voltron project
Yes,
I
they
can't
are.
wait
Someone
for it.
is
for
working.
Netflix. It's for Netflix, though. But we do know someone's
Everybody's
working
doing
on
that.
a Voltron.
Netflix got doing everything.
They
Yeah.
did the animated one. It was amazing.
They're doing He-Man. They're
They're doing a live action, though, Trayvon, for Voltron.
Yeah.
Now, I think Netflix will end up leasing it to somebody else so that they could shell out all that money to make that shit work. I mean, because look, we saw Showtime do that. Showtime was like, yeah, y'all want Halo, right? All right, let me bring y'all Halo. As soon as they saw the receipt for what needed to be spent, they said, yeah, y'all can go ahead and send that shit to CBS. Yeah, go ahead and send that shit to Paramount Plus. We ain't got that kind of money. Fuck y'all thought. So I think that'll happen to Voltron. But we're here to talk Transformers. I am really excited because as much as I love Bumblebee, right, it still felt like the old regime, right?
Did it?
No, not like it felt like Michael Bay made it. It felt like it was still missing at its core what these movies should be, right? It started off like that. It went a little bit into it, and then it started to kind of veer more towards human, right? So I like that this is bringing in two different elements of the Transformers, that you have extra Transformers to focus on, rather than us used to. Well, what do we used to get with the old regime? 4 Autobots, 5,000 Decepticons, and then we have to watch how the Autobots were able to
Yeah, like
kill the whole army.
five Autobots, at least.
Right. Say it again, Trayvon. What'd you say?
I had to stop being so petty. I said also an ass shot of some kind.
Oh,
Of
yeah,
course.
of course.
Yeah, you needed one.
You needed that. You needed at least one.
Usually
At
Megan
least one.
Fox.
And product placement of the ass. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think either one of those things you should you should think we won't be getting in
And
this.
a lot of destruction.
But to me, I've always said I don't have a problem with it being on Earth and you interacting with humans. My problem is at no points, because I think what people forget about Transformers is it's not like Godzilla. Godzilla doesn't talk. So if you're gonna make a 2-hour movie, you gotta have humans that are your focus because they drive the story. So I get that. Never a problem. But last time I checked, Joel, the Transformers can fucking talk. So why is my main character a human when the only reason I needed a human was to talk? My robots do that. So this movie looks more so like it's Optimus driving the story with elements of humans inside of it. I don't mind that. I'm 100% fine with that. You casted 2 people that are not bigger than the IP of Transformers, right? So I don't have to worry about you watering me down with too much human. So I think you're already off to a great start. That, to me, is what will always be a downfall of a Transformers movie, is when I'm watching it and I'm just like, bro, there's been like 900 Mark Wahlberg scenes. Where the fuck are the Autobots? What are we doing here? Like, what the fuck is happening? Why am I watching Mark Wahlberg? You know? So this already looks like it's off to a great start. And again, I'm only deducing this from the trailer. but it looks Transformers heavy. You know, it's a war.
There's a lot of Transformers.
Right.
Like,
it's a war.
You got like 4 different factions. Like...
Right. And I will say, we're gonna get into it right now, but I will say is one thing I love most about this trailer is I don't know who the villain is for this movie. And I love that feeling. I love assuming it'll be Megatron, but having no fucking idea on whether or not it's
Megatron. Which Megatron?
Right. Because we did see, it's probably both, but we did see Shockwave. That was the only bad guy we saw clearly saw. He was holding one of the Autobots by the neck. I think that's Shockwave. I think that was Shockwave.
I think someone said it was Scourge, but I don't know.
It might be Scourge. No, it might be. It might be Scourge. Yeah. I won't argue that.
It probably will be voiced by Peter Dinklage.
You know who we have to ask, though, Joel. We just got to ask Peter. Yeah. They'll know. Yeah,
who is it? Like that right there? I believe that's Mirage.
Yes. And we know who Liza's playing. Liza's playing the Transformer towards the end of the trailer that's waving at the at the chick that can't believe what she's seeing. Yeah, that's Liza. What's her name? Khaleesi or something. It's an I was gonna say Instagram model, not Instagram. An Instagrammer. Liza.
She's an Instagram?
Yeah. Well, that's where she started it from. But all right, let's get into
this. What am I doing wrong in my life?
Right. If I knew I needed to do that to get in Rise of the Beast, I would have been fucking TikToking, flip-flopping, all that shit.
It is working for a lot of them.
That's what I'm saying. Shit, they're leading it right now. These motherfuckers ain't do one acting class in the Transformers.
I know a few of them flew out to do some Lord of the Rings stuff. So
Liza Koshy?
Koshy, that's what it is. What a beautiful shot right here. Let me just say this. Me and Joel said this maybe 3 or 4 months ago. We said this movie will succeed or fail based off of one thing. You got to be able to structure these animals to look like an animal, but still know that, this motherfucker's a Transformer. And they nailed it. Yeah. This looks like a straight up gorilla. So you look at it closely and you're like, oh, that's not fur. You're a fucking
fur, but it's mostly metal.
Right. So I'm like, when you see it up close, you're like, oh, I know.
I like the little sprinkles of fur.
Right. And I love that Optimus is like, I got the blicky on me. What's good? Like, I love that he immediately pulled out the gun.
I'm shocked how big they are. Like,
they look good though, right?
They do. I like the design.
I like how much slimmer Optimus is. He's not as tall as he was before, and he's slimmer.
Camaro again.
I do like that they kind of kept B's look.
My boy.
Yeah.
You got Mirage, who looks like basically what Jag.
I love this right here. This was cool.
This was really dope.
This was very cool.
And then I love the right there.
The Mirage.
I love that shot. Yeah.
His illusions.
Yep, I love that. Wait, who did you say was your boy, Trayvon? Anthony Ramos or Bumblebee?
Huh?
You said there's my boy, Anthony Ramos or Bumblebee?
Yeah. I'm excited for him.
Anthony Ramos.
That's Liza's character.
That's RC, yeah.
Right. Look how good he looks.
Look at that. My beautiful baby. Look at Rhinox.
I can't help but look at this and think, Power Rangers, come on, Power Rangers, come on.
Yeah, this does show you if you get people that care enough about the product they're putting out, this is how good it can
look at
this.
Power Rangers, come on, Power.
Cheetor is my dude, yo.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna be honest. Look at the transform. Oh my god! I can't wait for this fucking movie, bro. Oh, that's a full-on war. Oh, I can't wait. Oh. But to your point, Trayvon. To your point, Trayvon, and this is just fucking sick. This is sick. Oh, that's what I was saying. Sorry, before I get to you, Trayvon, I was saying to you, Joel, Cheetah, that was my character over everybody. Cheetor was my character over everybody till Michael Bay gave me that sick-ass Bumblebee. And then I was
Bumblebee was cool.
Yeah, it's Bumblebee. I'm sorry. That's one thing I can never take away from Michael Bay. The designs were great. They were great.
I didn't like how complicated some of the designs were for his movies.
You didn't like the designs?
Some of them were overly complicated. They look too robotic. Just,
That's fair. I don't have any argument to that.
like a lot of the new ones look better, like these.
You know what I'm looking forward to the most is the pairings.
Look how fucking big Cheetor is. That's insane.
I can't wait to see all these different pairings come together.
I want to see. They never told
moments.
us who's voicing Cheetor. I'm very curious.
It has to be a big name. No way it's somebody small. That shit would have just. It's probably somebody really big.
That was my favorite character. I wonder if we're gonna get Rat Trap.
Oh, we have to. Come on, Joel. You can't leave Rat Trap out.
I haven't seen him yet. I've seen Rhinox. I've seen Primal. I've seen now Cheetor, Air Razor. I haven't seen Rat Trap yet. I mean, not that he's not in it. I just haven't seen.
Right. It'll probably be the second trailer. Probably the second. They'll probably take that character and make that the humor.
It's a big ass rat. That's some shit.
Yeah, that's probably what they'll make the humor of it. But I love this shot. But my favorite shot definitely has to be. Hold on, it's coming up. Because I almost shit myself when this fridge dropped and I saw it. I said, "Oh hell nah! This shit fire.
This Primal."
Which you know is about to be sexy as hell.
I mean, I can't wait for the toy line for this shit now. I'm like,
look at that transformation.
I told Pete. I texted Pete yesterday and said, Pete, it's only a matter of time before Joel came to our side, bro. It's only a matter.
No, I only do it for special occasions. Like,
look at this.
Did you?
I'm not even gonna be mad at you, Trayvon. When I look at this, I think of how beautiful a Megazord could be done. I ain't even gonna hold you. Bro. I ain't even gonna hold you.
That damn Cheetor running like that. Come on, man.
Yeah,
as cool as the Megazords looked in the old shows, for it to look the way it looked in that damn movie.
Well, they got too cute. They tried to change up too much.
They really did. To
me, you were doing. The problem was you're doing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and you went too drastically away from what they should have looked like. To me, it was just like I don't know who decided to get that.
When the Power Rangers,
right, and you should.
The actual Power Rangers, the movie looked better than the movie.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I agree, and that should never happen.
That should never happen.
Not when it was a Megazord. It looked kind of.
The Megazord looks great
when it was separate. Sure.
Wait, the Megazord from the 90s one?
Movie, yeah.
No, I still preferred it over the Megazord from this new shit.
I'll take the
no, I didn't like the fake ass. I didn't like the fake ass Velveeta cheese Goldar. I didn't like none of that shit.
You keep bringing up Goldar, like
because that shit was offensive, Trayvon. That was offensive. He was Velveeta cheese. He was dripping Velveeta cheese.
Goldar. I don't know what that was. That was not Goldar.
That was Velveeta. That's who that was. That shit wasn't no Goldar. That shit was offensive.
The Boulder putties.
So much of that movie was just like,
I thought that
y'all are insulting me as a Power Rangers fan. Nah, fuck that, Trayvon. I'm sorry. Man. Nah, fuck all that. Sorry. Anyway, this is gonna be sick.
That's why we ain't getting no damn sequel.
Damn right, because I did my best to shit on that.
That's not okay.
That's not true. Glowing reviews.
Not okay.
I did originally give it glowing reviews. I ain't gonna hold you. But I sat with it and said, yeah, I can't.
That's messed up.
Y'all gotta change.
Ruined it for me.
Sorry.
Now you might get something better.
Yeah, 30 years.
Yeah,
you get it though, right?
Now I want to ask you this. I'll start off with you, Joel. This does not look like Earth, right? Where do you think this could be?
I don't know. I mean, it looks like Earth. I mean, why doesn't it look like Earth?
Because first of all, ain't nowhere on Earth that looks this beautiful for a war zone. That's first of all. No, but part of me just kind of, to me, I think what I hated so much of Michael Bay structuring everything on Earth is that all that damage was just like, it took away from it a lot of the times. I want you to be in a neutral space where they could just let loose and go like they're doing here and just go full war. So that's why I'm like, they're back on their own planet. Yeah, fuck up your own planet.
That don't look like so.
No. I'm saying, I was just using an example. Like, if you're gonna fight somewhere that's so neutral.
My only issue, the only way I push back against going anywhere but Earth is, what would be the point of being a Transformer? Like, why disguise yourself?
There's no argument there. But we saw that in the series and still loved it. So
no, but they at least could disguise themselves. They blend in. Like,
no. I mean, from that Netflix series, They hadn't been to Earth yet. And
Oh yeah,
motherfuckers were cars.
but that did bother me because I'm like, I don't know what they're transforming into. What is that?
I'm like, who are you hiding yourself from?
Yeah.
Like, you're Dave. I know you. We're on the same planet.
Yeah, it's
The fuck
there.
are you
You're not
disguising
disguising anything. Yeah.
Because they definitely landed on Earth, and nothing about them was like, ooh, cars. We should be that. Motherfuckers are already cars. It's like, this is the weirdest thing ever. The weirdest thing ever.
Yeah. But in Beast Wars, when they landed and the ship scanned the area.
Right.
And
right. And that's how they knew to be animals. Right.
Right.
I'm fine with it being on Earth. To me, I thought when Michael Bay did the disaster porn, it took away from the fights.
It did do
right?
that a lot, though.
It took away from the fights because you're worrying about like, oh, we're on this building, but you don't want to kill anybody. Like, it just took away from it. I wanted to be in a neutral space where I could just see, like, picture if Avengers Endgame, right, took place in the middle of New York City. That would have taken away from it.
Again?
Like, the first one I get because that was more so them taking out henchmen, right? There was never like a risk that the entire fucking state could collapse. Go watch Transformers 3 and what they did to fucking Chicago. Holy shit, did that take away from the movie for me? Like, goddamn, bro. I'm just trying to enjoy some robots fighting, and I'm worrying about buildings collapsing and shit. This looks like the perfect neutral ground to just go ham. You know what I'm saying? But Trayvon, like, how did this trailer do for you, man? You excited for this?
Oh, I'm very excited for this. This looks amazing. It looks like it's be a lot of fun. I feel like just getting back to. But once they did Bumblebee, I was like, okay, are they gonna keep going? Like, come on, like let's see them make some more of these. That is not Michael Bay, please. Like,
right? Yes,
let's keep
amen
it
to
moving,
that. Amen to
you
that.
know.
Amen
and finally, we're getting something. Finally, we're getting something after that. So I'm glad for that. This battle at the end just looks. It
Fire.
just gives me. It just.
Let's watch it. Like,
it just gives me hope. It just gives me hope for other things. That's my problem. I just can't help but think about other things when I'm watching. So, but
I mean, yeah. I don't think you're wrong there because, I mean,
owned by the same company, so it's like
right. But just seeing the directors that are handling this and how much they care about the source material and who Transformers are in their, it's just fucking beautiful. But you know what my first thought went to, Trayvon? Because I didn't think Power Rangers till you said it. I'm not basing it off of like this battle or anything, but my first thought, to be honest with you, honestly went to Ninja Turtles. My first thought went, if you could make robots that could turn into cars and fucking monkeys look that clean, I should be able to get a worthwhile Ninja Turtles movie. That's really where my mind went to.
The next Ninja Turtles movie is going to be animated, so it don't matter.
Oh, no, that doesn't matter. But I'm saying, based off of what we got before, and based off of what this movie gives me hope we could get going down the line, I'm very excited.
I'm 100% fine with them going back to their old actual practical suits. That's how much I love those movies.
Oh, what the fuck? No, Joel. No. Hell no. Suits. I had my aunt say that to me the other day about Planet of the Apes. Get the fuck out of here. No. Are you serious?
It's different.
I need my digital monkeys. I need my digital turtles. I need my digital turtles.
They don't need to be digital.
In a fucking suit. Oh, because you know what I think of when you say that? I think of Power Rangers in space. And
but
how
that's terrible.
Like no, Joel, they look
exactly
like the movie.
You never watched the movies.
They look just like the movie in that shit.
No, they don't. They look fucking terrible.
No.
That's not
they
the
look
same
identical.
Thing.
Oh my
if
God.
you actually watched the movies, you would not say that.
I told you I did watch one of them.
You remember maybe a minute of it, and not correctly.
That is also true. But I saw it. I just don't remember it.
It's not the same. You can't compare the. I know. I've seen those costumes were dreadful.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Joel, please. I can't do practical.
That is not the same thing.
Please don't do practical. Please don't do that. Don't do that to me.
It can be done. You can have a hybrid.
Please don't do it. Okay, I'll give you that. Yes. To where it's not fully one or the other. Yes. We can meet halfway. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But I will never get over the fact
that they don't have to be the way they used to be, where it's obviously like puppeteers.
I just also need to see the movements because anyway. Just don't make them the size of buildings. effects like Michael Bay's team did.
No, dude,
We
please
don't
don't.
need that. Goodness gracious.
I'm
These
gonna have to
motherfuckers
sit you
couldn't
down
even
and,
sit.
I'm gonna have to sit you in front of a TV to watch the old Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
movie.
no,
That's
that'll never
crazy.
happen. That'll never happen.
Oh yes, you will.
No.
Oh yeah, those movies
No.
are good too.
You get
They
me.
still hold-
You
they still
get
hold
me
up.
to try one new thing a month, and this month was where we just went to eat. That's it. That's all you get for the month.
Food, which you like.
Which I loved, but no, I will not watch a Ninja Turtles. But no, so I'm excited for this franchise because I think this is a chance to breathe new air into an IP that just looked like it couldn't get out of its own way, right? Like Bumblebee did great, but clearly it didn't do good enough because look how long it fucking took to just get another Transformers movie.
Yeah.
Let alone a sequel to that movie, right?
Yeah.
So this is supposed to
I mean,
serve
this
as
is
like a
in the same
quasi
universe.
sequel, right? Because Haley is supposed to be in it, so it's supposed to be like a quasi sequel, but not a direct sequel. But I am excited for what this universe can be, and to me, my biggest question is: do you at some point split the two? Do you let this war rage on and end, and then find a way to do a Beast Wars franchise and a regular Transformers franchise? Because to me, I think if you do that, the money's just gonna come raining in. If it can always look like this shit here, you know.
Depend on the story.
Wait, say it again, Joel.
So depend on the story.
On the story. Gotcha.
Because narratively, it has to make sense. And
for sure.
My thing with these Beast War characters, they ain't hiding from nobody. So I mean, what is the purpose of these giant freaky versions of them? I love them; they look great, but they're not hiding from anybody.
Not at all. Not at all.
There's a giant cheetah in the fucking. What the? That's not normal. It's bigger than
yeah,
my
not
car.
at all. And it's so funny because when Primal ran up on the kids by the
they look bigger
waterfall,
than the Autobots, which is like very different.
Can I say something? I kind of like that though. I kind of like that the Beast Transformers are bigger, because to me what I like is the pure dominance angle of it, right? To where it's like, we not only tower you, but we've been here longer. We're more experienced on how things work here. We just have an advantage in all aspects. Because to me, I'd like to see Optimus Prime fighting the Beast War Megatron. That's what I want to see in the size disparity of it. That's what I want to see.
He's a dinosaur. He should be big.
That's what I'm saying. But I want to see how small Optimus is.
The fact that the Maximals look so big. That's weird.
So you wanted them to be the same size?
That's the point. They're so how they're hidden. They're robots in disguise. Mm-hmm. You're not disguising anything that big. That's my issue.
Well, clearly they weren't just in the thick of things. They were hiding out somewhere.
What's what I mean? Like,
that's a big ass monkey.
That big. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
That's no. That's Mighty Joe Young.
Right. I am very excited for this. I think we are all very excited for this. And I'm very proud of Anthony Ramos. The Hood for Ironheart. He's in this. It's going to be a big year for him next year. Very proud of him because the project he came from, I'll never watch. So I'm glad he's doing more things that I would very openly watch. Yeah, I ain't doing no singing shit.
Good for you.
Vehicles are fun. Don't do that.
Yes, to some, not to everybody. They are a great way for me to go deaf at 29 years old. But no, I'm very excited for this movie. I want to give a huge shout out to all the producers and everybody behind this movie. It looks great. You're restoring the faith of Transformers. And look, you're restoring the faith so much, Trayvon's already looking at a whole nother franchise because of how well you did this trailer. I'll say trailer because we haven't seen the movie. But yeah, I'm definitely looking up screeners and everything.
They nailed the look. They nailed the look.
They sure did. They damn sure did. Damn sure did. So I can't wait to see. I'll ask you this. I'll start with you, Trayvon, to end this out. Do you want to see any mergings of Transformers in this movie, or do you want to kind of just let this be its own thing before you start combining any Transformers?
I mean, combine.
In Transformers, Joel, they could take parts from other Transformers and essentially, like Optimus did it all the time. You saw that before, where Optimus was taken
with other,
right. He would combine with other Transformers. Do you want to kind of just let this be its own thing before you complicate things like merging and stuff like that, or do you want to kind of just see them? Hey, act as if you don't know if you'll get a sequel. Go balls to the wall. Have fun with it.
No,
you know,
how do you see it, Trevor? I feel like they should. I feel like they should have some confidence in it and bank on having a sequel, because this is a whole new reimagining of how they're doing it. So I was like, let's see what you guys do with this. Let's stick to this being Rise of the Beast, like it says.
Right.
Like, let's not do anything. Maybe they don't know they can do that yet. Maybe,
that's very true. Yeah, that's very true.
You know, let's see in the next one if they need to do that to beat somebody. Like, let's stick with that, because we already got enough going on in this from what it seems right now. So let's not overcrowd it. Let's chill out. So yeah, let's get this franchise off the ground.
I ain't even mad at you, Trayvon. I ain't even mad at you. I ain't even mad at you. I want to be, but I ain't even mad at you. Like, certain things you kind of just need to pump the brakes, because you're already doing a whole bunch of crazy shit already.
Yeah.
Joel, you feel the same way? To just, take it a step at a time. We ain't got to rush into it. Take it a step at a time.
I mean, there's a lot of characters and shit. So, I mean, like, you're reestablishing certain characters. You're introducing new ones. So,
yeah,
don't overcomplicate it.
I will say, for me personally, I just have so much PTSD with the fact that they used it one fucking time in the Bay universe and then essentially just left it the whole rest of the way. And I'll never understand that. I'll never understand that shit. It's the weirdest concept ever. You did it once and it looked great. And then you were just like, you're not going to do it again. The fuck? So I'm like, I do want to see this new Transformers universe utilize that. Doesn't have to be now, but I do want the plans to be utilizing that they can do. You know what I'm saying? Because there was nothing cooler than when Optimus was taking on parts from other motherfuckers and just wrecking motherfuckers. So I want to see that, Have fun with it, bro. And that's something you can utilize. Utilize it all.
Yes.
Yes.
I
mean, shit, come on, Trayvon. That'd be like giving us a Power Rangers in space and there's no hoverboards. The fuck are we doing? Right? Yeah. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to this whole team. We are very excited for this movie, and I can tell you right now, Joel, is this a Thursday night? Is this big enough for us to do a Thursday night for?
That is for me.
All right, okay. I'm gonna see if we can get screeners do on Monday night.
No, this is absolutely opening night.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I might even fuck around and try and do that review before the following week. Like, the hype I'm feeling right now, if it maintains it, I don't even care what reviewers say about it. That never matters to me. If the trailers stay this good leading up to the movie, we might have to review that shit.
Coming out my birthday month too.
When's it coming out?
June.
June's gonna be a big fucking month.
That's why I got confused, because I thought it was earlier.
Birthday month.
Ooh, June has Across the Spider-Verse, Rise of the Beast, Elementals, The Flash, and Indiana Jones.
Elementals? What's Elementals?
That's
the month
Disney.
Before that, right?
Oh, the animated movie. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Marvel's what, July, right?
Pixar or whatever.
Yeah, Marvel's in July.
The Marvels is in July. Yeah.
So fun.
Wait, what was the June ones again?
Across the Spider-Verse, Rise of the Beast, Elementals, The Flash, Indiana Jones. June.
Not everybody's staying. Not everybody's staying.
There's a lot.
Not everybody's staying. Because Across the Spider-Verse is not backing down from The Flash. So I don't think either one of those.
They're not coming out the same day anyway.
Elementals.
No. I mean, when I say that, Joel, I just mean the idea of a lot of these properties like to own the month, right? And it's like that is probably your highest competition is Indiana Jones and The Flash, right? So to me, I would think if you're Transformers, even though you could argue your fan base is different than those other four,
that's close
you
enough.
don't want to risk it. Like, I'd much rather come out in May.
You know what's funny about like? I guess it depends on who you're talking to when you're talking about Indiana Jones. Because honestly, I don't care about that.
No, but that's why I think the audiences
So-
are different. I think the audiences are different. I don't think they're drastically different. Like one's a horror movie, one's a kung fu movie. But I do think they're different enough to assume that if you're an
No, I'm talking
Indiana
about
Jones
ones that
fan,
move, the one that move. I'm saying.
no, I don't think Indiana Jones will move because if you're Indiana Jones, your faithful is what 40 years worth, so you're fine. You know, I think Flash, you'll have to earn your audience back, right? Which is why I keep getting confused why they
Very
keep
true.
running away from trailers. And Across the Spider-Verse, that is children and that is diehard Spider-Man fans, right? So I don't think.
Also June 2nd.
So yeah, I don't think.
Literally the first weekend.
Right. So I don't think they're worried about. I don't think they need to move. I don't think those 3 movies need to move. But Transformers is the odd man out in that month. You should move. You should not come out that same. Because I wouldn't even. I would argue they wouldn't even have a weekend that they're the number 1 in the box office. I'd argue that.
They should move it up.
I agree. That's why I said May. Just move it up 1 month.
April. Ain't shit in April.
April, that's a weird month.
You only got Mario Brothers that month. That's it.
See, Joel, we were right. We said it. We said we thought the Mario Bros would move out of March, and they did. They moved into April. We said that. We said there was no way.
March
yeah, they were originally March.
Yeah,
there was too much in March. John Wick is March. Creed is March.
3, Scream, Shazam, John Wick, and Dungeons and Dragons.
I think a lot of those. I think Dungeons and Dragons will have to move because if you're Dungeons and Dragons, it's impossible to gain number 1 in the box office. I don't care how faithful you think your D&D fans are; they're not bigger than those other IPs that we just named. You might have to share the month with Super Mario. You might have to go game versus game.
Alone, like not even just the fans, like you got to worry about the theaters that are available to you.
Oh, right.
Which,
well, to be fair, I don't think the company behind Super Mario is going to buy up enough theaters for that to be a problem for D&D. I would argue those other movies we were just talking about.
Yeah, the other movies. Yeah,
those movies would be a problem for that. Yeah. They would be a problem.
D&D
you can't show them
IMAX. D&D needs IMAX and stuff, I feel like.
I agree. I think everything we just named needs IMAX.
Yeah.
So yeah, so if I was Transformers, I would go April or May. That's what I would do. April or May, I would try to grab. Do you got May? What's in May, Joel?
Guardians 3, Fast X, and The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I would go for May. I go for May. Because Guardians is going to be number 1 over them all. Fast might have a shot to taking a couple of weekends away from Guardians because it's the last one. And they have a very large and faithful fan base.
Sleeping on Little Mermaid now.
No, I'm not sleeping on Little Mermaid. But again, Trayvon, the audience that sees The Little Mermaid is indeed different than the audience that would see Transformers Rise of the Beasts.
I see Halle Bailey. So I'm going for that.
No, I don't.
So am I, Trayvon.
I don't think there's many people that disagree with you.
Her.
I'm just saying I don't think they're in competition with each other. I think your audiences are different. So I think there's a way you can both make money. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll remind you, Trayvon, there was a year where Han Solo, Spider-Man, and Deadpool came out in the same month. So if those 3 could come out in the same month and all survive and make money, again, Solo didn't make the money they wanted it to, but it made money. No, but it made money. It made really good money for something coming out sandwiched between Deadpool 2 and Far From Home. Far From Home is what came out at that time. So I think if you're Transformers, you should go after April or May, and you'll be fine. You'll be number 1 in the box office a lot. If you come out in April or May, you'll be fine. But staying in June, they'll fuck you up.
I'm about to say it's July right before Comic-Con, but
can I just say this really quickly, and we're gonna get out of here. I don't want this to go on too long. I don't know why people are so afraid of August. I really don't. Like people shy away from August.
I was born.
I don't understand. Well, I bet more so I was born there. But yeah, no. All jokes aside, that should be like an action movie month. I don't know why people shy away from it.
Well, the Ninja Turtles comes out in August.
I don't think that should matter.
And Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle too, right? Which I think are great months for both of them. It leads you right into the fall. There's usually not a shit ton of movies in September, right? So you can eat up August and September.
Next year, we got The Equalizer 3.
Not competition.
The Nun 2.
Not competition.
And Expendables 4.
Not competition. If I'm Transformers, I might look at August.
Yeah, those
because you can eat up August and September. No, I'm watching all those movies Joel just named. I just don't see them as anything that should be threatening to Transformers. No. That's all I'm saying.
There's not a lot of competition until November.
No. And again, Blue Beetle is trying to gain a new audience. Transformers has been around for fucking millennials. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't think it's the same.
Blue Beetle and Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Just pretty much solidifies them having some kind of presentation at San Diego Comic-Con. So like
Blue Beetle?
Blue Beetle, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But to me, I need my trailer within the next month.
Whole damn suit.
You should have it before then, honestly.
You should have the suit on.
That suit, remember though, Trayvon, that suit is mostly practical. I'm sorry, somewhat practical.
I'm saying you should have the suit on.
It won't look the same as what you see on the big screen.
Damn good in them pictures we seen.
But remember, those pictures wasn't the full suit.
It looked good though. Shit.
Right, Joel? Wasn't it just the top half?
It was the whole suit. You just
it was the whole suit.
The scarab. You couldn't see the scarab on his back because it was obviously edited.
Right.
Yeah, that looked good.
All right.
That's it.
Well, we're excited for Rise of the Beast. I'm glad to know that Trayvon is part of the Hasbro boys. Right? You part of the Hasbro boys.
Hasbros.
Okay. We the There you go, Joel. We the Hasbros. I like that. Wait, shit. We might have to coin that. We might have to coin that real quick. But no, thank you guys so much for watching our trailer breakdown in Transformers Rise of the Beast. Please, if you like this, let us know what you liked about this trailer down below in the comment section. What was your favorite scene? Who's your favorite Transformers? What is your preferred Transformers cartoon? Share your thoughts down below. Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing and sharing, please. Please make sure you're giving us all of those goodies. All right. And make sure you guys stay tuned for more content coming to you soon. We have a Guardians 3 trailer breakdown that'll be coming out soon if it's not already out. So make sure you guys take a look at that. But outside of that, thank you guys so much for always supporting us. And until next time,